Oh, very nice. Well, I mean, it's fairly standard. This makeup trailer is fairly standard. I do a quick walkthrough to make sure I know the layout. Okay, this actually looks pretty familiar. It's not too different from other places I've worked. I allow myself a small sigh of relief. Oh, I can already feel my pounding heart begin to slow down. This might not be so bad. I've worked as Mom's assistant on several movies, but taking the lead is such a huge pressure. Oh, hello. You're very pretty. The door opens slowly and a familiar-looking woman with long brown tresses enters. It takes a moment for me to place her, but after a moment's scrutiny, I recognize her as Selina Haraway. She got into acting when she was just a kid and did a series of movies and TV shows, always playing the angelic and energetic child. My parents loved all of her stuff, and I remember wanting to be just like her when I was young. Now that I think about it, I haven't actually seen her in anything in a long time. Selina sizes me up quickly. Is this wardrobe? Sorry, ma'am. Makeup. I'm Sean Gooden. It's nice to meet you. You look rather young. Is this your first gig? Not my first time working on set, but it's my first time being lead artist. Do you plan to make a career out of this? I don't know. It's what I want for now, at least. Selina approaches me swiftly and leans down to look me in the eye. Are you just doing this to pass the time until your big break? What? I'm not sure what you mean. Are you planning to become an actress? Oh, no, not at all. That sort of thing definitely isn't for me. Her smile doesn't look very happy. There's a hint of loneliness in her voice. Good for you. I stare at her, waiting for her to say anything else. Well, I should let you get to wardrobe. Of course. Alright, she's a bit of a tough cookie. We're gonna have to warm her up to us slowly. Selina turns and leaves me alone with my thoughts. Oh boy. I don't think she likes me. Or maybe it's more like she doesn't like anyone. I take a moment to lean against the counter and collect my thoughts. The reality of this job finally hits me. Lloyd Newton is really here. Selina Haraway is really here. There's a sneeze that wants to be here, but I'm trying to hold it back. Nope. Go away, sneeze. No. Huh. Okay. There's a sneeze that's really here. It's out now. I can handle this, right? Oh. Oh, wow, you changed quick. Selina returns and wordlessly seats herself in the makeup chair. I flip on the lights and squint. The lights above the mirror are designed to match the lighting on the set. Oh, that's neat. The switches marked on the panel turn on a series of bright fluorescent bulbs. That's pretty harsh lighting. What kind of scene are we filming? Something in a police station. Right, cops and robbers. I should have guessed. Are you the cop or the robber? Cop, of the hard-hitting, tough nature. I can't help but give Selina's frame a skeptical look. She's no stick figure, but it's certainly not the build of someone in a physically demanding job. Selina notices my sideways glance. It's television, honey. You're pretty or you're comedic relief. Nobody cares about realism. Of course. I nod as quickly as I can. I didn't mean for her to notice, but I don't have a terribly convincing poker face. I'm not sure what else to say, so I focus on the work and try not to think too hard about what she said. I finish my work and take a step back. All done. Selina inspects herself in the mirror. Thank you. She stands, stretches, and heads for the set. I follow behind her, trying not to get lost. We weave our way through a collection of wooden panels and bright lights. Hey, Lloyd. Lloyd waves us over as soon as he sees us. Oh, Selina, my beautiful leading lady. He mimes a kiss on each of her cheeks and points to a set built to look like the interior of a police station. The boys already put your marks down. Selina nods and quickly navigates her way through the fake police station. Not bad, Sean. Tough and beautiful. I only accented what's already there. I think most of the credit goes to Miss Haraway. Modesty is for suckers. Next time, tell me how great you are. Lloyd's amazing. I love him. Lloyd leaps over a pile of wires and races toward one of the cameras without waiting for me to respond. Oh, he likes my work. That's the first hurdle cleared, at least. Lloyd makes a small motion with his hand and the recording light above the studio door lights up. Light on set! Rolling! Cops and robbers, scene 8, take 1!
And action!
Oh. Selena strides across the set, stopping at the door at the end. She wraps her fingers around the handle, then casts an angry glance over her shoulder. Chief, he's out there killing people without worrying about protocol. We can't keep playing by the same rules.
Reset. Still rolling.
Selena quickly returns to her mark.
Action!
Cops and robbers, scene 8, take 2! Selena follows the same path. Chief, he's out there killing people without worrying about protocol.
If you won't do anything about it, I will!
If you won't do anything about it, I will! Without missing a beat, Selena recites Lloyd's improvised line back.
Good, good. Reset. Still rolling. Give me something different.
Selena returns to her starting point and closes her eyes for a moment.
Action!
Cops and robbers, scene 8, take 3! At the sound of Lloyd's voice, Selena's eyes snap open. She pulls a gun from her holster and follows the same path across the set. Don't try to stop me! She grabs the door's handle and marches out without another word.
Cut! Beautiful!
Lloyd leans over the cameraman to check the footage. I rush over to Selena. Just going to touch you up. Selena closes her eyes obligingly and I add a light layer of powder to her face.
Alright, reset. We're going again!
I scramble out of the camera's view as the rest of the crew gets ready to film again. The rest of the filming follows a similar routine. Each scene is shot multiple times from several angles. Between takes, I touch up any of the makeup that needs to be fixed. Working on a TV show all day proves to be more tiring than I remembered. After what seems like little more than a few hours, Lloyd announces that we're done.
That's a wrap. I hope to see you all again soon.
Yay! Everyone applauds politely and the crew begins packing up.
Well done, Sean. I knew I could count on you.
I'm flattered, but I'm also completely exhausted.
You look ready to collapse.
Something like that. How do you manage? Coffee? Yeah, yep.
Caffeine mostly. Oh, and good food. I just found this pho place downtown and it's amazing. The only place I've been that makes it better is Vietnam.
That good, huh? Lloyd gives me a cheerful thumbs up.
That good. You should check it out sometime.
I will when I'm more awake.
Right. Get home and get some sleep. And good work today.
Thank you. I pack up my makeup kit and head out to the front of the studio. Oh. Yeah. Whoa. That sky is beautiful. The sky outside is already completely dark. Did I really spend all day in here? A blast of chilly wind makes a shiver race through my body.
What are you doing here?
Cold. John appears behind me. I can't tell if he's angry or amused. Instantly, my muscles tighten. I turn away from him before he can see my face. What are you doing here? I speak slowly, trying to make my voice sound calm. It sounds more accusing than anything else. John curls a strand of his bangs around his finger and gazes at it idly. You're always, like, dramatically doing something. Like, dramatically looking back and dramatically flicking your bangs. I don't know, man. Lloyd's an old mate of mine. I was just popping by to see how filming went. You were the one who told... Really? You told him about us. I thought we were unreliable. Did you feel bad or something? What the heck happened? My mind connects the dots quickly. You're the one who gave him my contact info. I'd be lying if I said no. Why? I thought I was selfish and unreliable. You're the only makeup artist in the area I know, and it was rather an emergency. So I'm his last resort. Better than nothing, I guess. I pull my sweater tight around my shoulders and march toward the bus stop. Where are you going? My school. Why do you care? Do you need a lift? What? You're offering me a ride? It's cold out and you need a lift. I can provide one. It's no more complex than that. So now you're a gentleman. You'd prefer it otherwise? Should I go with him? Oh man, we get our first choice of the game. Oh man. I'd love to go. But I guess I can't. Not this time and not next time, but the time after that I will accept. Thanks, but no thanks. You're the wrong boy. I'll be fine. I search for a reason to get him to leave. In fact, it was never cold enough for me back home.
Back home? Ah, right. You hail from Hawaii as well.
Hawaii? Oh, wow, you and Adam are from Hawaii? That's amazing. Cool. That's right. Adam and I grew up in the same apartment complex.
Friends from childhood, then?
Friends isn't exactly the word I'd choose. Back then, he was the annoying kid next door. I'm sure he thought the same of me.
What changed you?
Why is this guy suddenly so interested in my history? Summer stage experience.
And that would be?
Community theater for children. When I turned 10, my parents signed me up. I didn't have any friends, and they thought it would help me be less shy. I was terrified of all the other kids, and there was this one boy, Mark, who started making fun of me. Adam stepped in and told him to back off or he'd get a punch in the face.
Ah, so he punched the bloke, saved the day, and you've been in his debt ever since. You're lucky to have a real-life knight.
He sounds so patronizing. As much as I want this conversation to end, I feel compelled to speak up for myself. Actually, Mark punched Adam in the face, then I kicked Mark in the, My sentence trails off as I realize what I'm about to confess.
That doesn't sound very shy to me.
He's definitely amused. It's not exactly my proudest moment. Things sort of got bottled up inside of me, then break out all at once. I'm not sure why I'm being so defensive about this.
Yes, I've experienced that impulse firsthand.
Adam was the first person who ever stood up for me, and I felt like it was my fault that he got punched. I had to do something. I can feel my face heating up. This isn't really the sort of story I want to get out. Anyway, Mark started crying, but he was too embarrassed to tell the counselors what happened, so Adam and I didn't get in trouble. All the other kids found out, though, and then no one would speak to me. So that didn't really help me gain many new friends or anything. Adam started treating me a lot nicer after that. I think he was a little scared, to be honest. For a while, we'd say hi whenever we saw each other, and in high school, we actually started having real conversations. Wow. It's not really that great of a beginning or anything. Friendship out of fear.
I wouldn't say that. He stood up for you in the first place, didn't he? That was his own decision.
John gives me a curt nod and tips his hat.
Well, here's your bus. I won't keep you.
Oh, right. I hop onto the bus and turn around to look at John as the doors close. He doesn't move from the spot as the bus pulls away. Making sure that we got on the bus okay? Thanks, man. I head straight to bed as soon as I get back to my dorm. Today was much more exhausting than I expected. The added surprise of seeing John was especially exhausting. He doesn't seem that mad at me, but I still get the feeling he looks down on me. I just want to forget about him until 2 routes from now. Thankfully, it's Friday night, so I get the luxury of sleeping in for once. Yes. I turn my alarm clock off, pull the covers over my head, and fall asleep within a few minutes. I wake up with a jolt. How long have I been asleep? Am I late for class? No. No, today is Saturday. I sink back into my bed. Sleeping sounds like a really good idea right about now. I notice my phone blinking. Oops. I must have gotten a text message while I was asleep. I grab my phone and check the messages. Oh, from Benny.
Got a potential job for you. Come see me at the coffee shop on Main and 21st. Noon this Wednesday.
I fire off a reply to Benito, then toss my phone back on the table and stare at the ceiling. I can't believe I'm this tired. It feels like the past week has been nothing but work, homework, and sleep. Is that all there's going to be from now on? My phone rings. I roll over and reach for it, but it's just out of my grasp. I crawl to the edge of my bed and stretch for it. Too real. Done that so many times. Ah! Ow! And fallen so many times. My face and the carpet are now close friends. Or close, at least. On the bright side, I managed to grab my phone on the way down. I flip it open. Hey, it's from home! Hello? I attempt to mask the pain in my voice, but I'm not terribly convincing.
Sean, honey, are you all right?
Huh? Oh, I'm fine. I just fell off the bed.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine. What's up?
Your father's awake.
That's great. Do they know what happened?
At the moment, the doctors think it was just exhaustion. They had to let a few people go, so your father has been pulling extra shifts.
As if they're not overworked already.
Oh. Tourism has been down. The hotel just isn't making as much as it used to. The good news is that the bulk of his recovery is simply lots of rest and plenty of liquids.
Most?
He was stocking some high shelves when he collapsed. His kneecap broke into several pieces, so they'll be putting some metal pins into his knee.
Yeesh.
He says he's hoping to get a robot eye as well.
That sounds like Dad.
They'll be letting him go in a week, but they say that the first stage of recovery will take several weeks, so he won't be able to go back to work for a while.
Well, Dad's always said he wanted a vacation. We both forced a half-hearted laugh at my joke. Part of me regrets even saying it.
So far, everything is going smoothly. They say that if he had landed on his head, he wouldn't be so lucky.
My stomach starts churning. I know Mom's trying to be positive, but knowing how close Dad was to death makes me feel even more ill.
I'm calling to see how you're doing. I know this must be hard on you.
Me? What about you? Why are you always worrying about me?
Because you'll never think to worry about yourself. Oh, I'm sorry. I think you got that from me.
I just don't want to make things harder on you, you know?
We're your parents. We're supposed to take care of you.
No, we're a family. We're supposed to take care of each other. I'm not really sure what else to say. Mom doesn't seem very sure either. For a few seconds, I lie on the floor listening to the soft buzz of static on the cell phone. Oh, I got a job.
Sean?
It was just a one-time thing, for a TV show. Well, I don't know if it'll be a TV show yet. The director is the guy who directed Double Agent. You like that show, right?
What about your studies?
Mom, I'll be fine, I promise.
Oh,
I've heard that one before. It's the one that says, I think it's a bad idea, but I know I can't stop you.
just don't fall behind on your studies, all right?
Promise.
I have to get back to your father now.
Yeah, tell him I love him.
I will, and he loves you too. We both do.
Yeah, later, Mom. I love you. Man. She's got awesome parents. Finally, a nice game where the protagonist has some supportive, loving parents. This is great. I hope nothing worse happens to her dad. Please get well, Dad. I hang up and crawl back into my bed. It's going to be difficult to balance out work and school, but I'll find a way. I look at the weekly planner on my desk. I told my parents I didn't need one, but it looks like it'll come in handy now. Classes are in the morning, homework is for the afternoon. I need both to keep my grades up. I can take a break or explore the town anytime I feel like. Of course, if I have work during any of these time slots, I'll automatically head to work instead. Is she explaining to me how scheduling is going to work in this game? It's going to be an interesting year. She totally was. Okay. We are at the very end of August, leading into the first week of September. Everything's at 5. Our grade is 2.5. I think we have to keep our grade above 2.0? I gotta check that again. But I think that's what was said. We have no fatigue. We have $150. It's pretty good. We're meeting Benito on Wednesday afternoon. Alright, well. So I can study. Working on homework increases my grade. A 4.0 means perfect scores. Okay. Do I have a thing for grade? No. Well, yeah, I do have a thing for grade. I wonder if that increases my intelligence, too. Okay, it tells me for... Okay, so that's for my grade. I wondered if class would tell me anything. Okay. Fitness. Charisma. Work. Okay, so I get some money. Work gives me fashion and money. I can't go to town. And then that's for fatigue, and I can do over. Okay. Well... Okay, let's figure out Adam. He says we're the smartest people he knows. So we should I realize that sentence doesn't sound very intelligent. The smartest peoples he knows. We're one of the smartest people that he knows. There we go. So intelligence, maybe. I'm sure he's not going to care about fashion is probably Matthew. Charisma would be Benito. I think I heard that there's a main and secondary thing I need to take. I think it's going to be intelligence and fitness for Adam. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to go off that assumption for now and see. Okay, go to exercise on Monday, study on Tuesday, meeting Benny on Wednesday, maybe work Thursday. I know that's fashion, but we get money for it. And then we'll exercise again. I don't know how much stress this is going to give us, but we'll find out. Okay. Let's try it and see what happens. Okay, got some intelligence.
I trust by now you've all purchased your necessary texts. Remember that it's not enough to merely purchase the book. You'll have to read it for it to have any effect. Remember to go through your things regularly and use them, or you'll find yourself very disappointed.
Professor Kuvalt has a point. I should look through my stuff and make sure I actually use it. Do I have stuff? Hey! Ooh, our fitness went way up. Do we have stuff? Status, calendar. Calendar? Today? No, that's not a stuff thing. Oh well. Maybe I'll find it later. Today seems like a good day to go for a jog around campus. I start slowly, enjoying the fresh air and the time alone. I turn the corner and see Professor Meridia carrying a stack of cardboard boxes. She can barely see over the top of the stack, and it's obvious from her carefully placed steps that whatever she's carrying is heavy. Professor, let me help you with that. I jog up to her and lift one of the boxes from her arms.
Thank you. You look familiar. Are you in one of my classes?
Calculus 1. My name's Sian.
Well, thank you very much, Sian. You didn't have to do this.
I don't mind. I'm trying to get a little exercise in anyway.
Good choice. A lot of first years tend to get caught up in schoolwork or socializing. A good workout is crucial for your health, and it helps to keep you from getting too stressed.
Professor Meridia leads me through the front door of the school library. She places her box on a nearby table and breathes a sigh of relief.
Oh,
I just realized that she told me that it helps me keep my stress down, so exercising is actually a good thing to do.
you can leave that there.
I hoist the box onto the table next to her. Need anything else?
No, that's all I need for now.
What's in all these boxes anyway?
Books, study guides, and other materials for the grad student group study.
That sounds nice. I don't suppose there's anything like that for us underclassmen.
If you're looking for extra help with your studies, there's a freshman tutoring session in the library every Monday night.
Thanks, I'll check it out. I wave a quick goodbye to Professor Meridia and resume my jog around the campus. Thanks, Meridia. Alright, good. Okay, fatigue's at 7. Oh, fatigue's at 9. 11. So we get like 2 fatigue for each thing. Benito is already waiting for me when I arrive at the coffee shop.
Sian, over here.
He puts down a deck of cards in his hand to wave at me.
How are you?
I'm fine. He tilts his head and inspects me carefully as I sit down across from him.
You need to get better sleep. How did you know I was stressed out?
He returns to shuffling his deck of cards idly, stopping occasionally to glance at the top card. I get plenty of sleep.
I didn't say more sleep. I said better sleep. Something's on your mind, and it's keeping you from sleeping well.
There's just a lot going on right now.
Do you want to talk about it?
He checks the top card of the deck and frowns. Probably not the card he was hoping for. I'm not sure how to tell him that I'd rather not talk about it, but he seems to realize that.
It's fine. In your own time. Anyway, did you start that blog like I suggested?
Oh, I forgot about the blog. Yeah, but I don't really see how writing a bunch of articles online is going to make money.
Well, it's kind of a slow burn sort of thing, but if you keep writing regularly, you'll get more hits. At this point in time, you really need to just keep writing. The more content you have, the better. Got it?
Yeah, thanks.
Any questions?
What exactly was the job you had for me?
Ah, that.
He pulls out his deck of cards and begins shuffling it again, this time faster than before.
I've got this thing coming up at a fancy hotel. They want me to entertain the guests for a night and see how it goes.
That's great. Congratulations. Benito waves off my congratulations.
It's not as exciting as you think. I offered to work pro bono. I think they were more excited about the prospect of free entertainment than me. I was just wondering if you wanted to be my makeup artist for the show. Looks are everything, after all. I'll still pay you, of course.
Are you sure you need my help? You seem to be doing fine on your own. Benito grimaces.
Drawing on a bit of eyeliner really isn't the same as a professional job. I can't afford to cut any corners on this one.
Well, I'd be happy to help.
Great. It's next Friday night. I'll text you the details later.
Benito hands me a shiny business card embossed with gold script. I think the card costs more than the drinks here. Thank you. I'll see you then. I stand up to leave, but I'm suddenly struck by a question. Hey, can I ask you something?
Anything you want.
Why did you call me here if you could have just texted me about all of this?
I wanted to see how you were doing with my own eyes. You're definitely the kind of girl who would lie and say you're doing okay just to be polite.
Am I really that transparent? Benito's just very observant.
Well, from the look of it, whatever you were worried about isn't as bad as before. I'm glad. I hope things continue to get better. See you on Friday.
He really is magic. Oh, Cafe Diem. Come in, buy a drink, and do homework here for a boost in your grade. Oh, okay. I will keep that in mind. Oh, we also have popularity as a thing. Oh, we didn't do very good at work. All these little animations are so cute. Oh no, we're so fatigued. I gotta sleep next week. I open my eyes slowly. The sun's already shining and my alarm clock didn't go off. Must be a Saturday. I stare at the ceiling. I really don't want to move right now. I'm about to throw the covers back over my head when I hear a knock on the door. I shuffle to the door and peer through the eye hole. Aha! Hey, Adam!
Morning, Sean. Wanna hang out?
I glance at my desk and sigh. Oh, I haven't finished my homework yet.
Neither have I. Wanna hang out?
Figures. Fine. What did you have in mind?
That bookstore we went to the other day is attached to a mall. Interested?
Not sure.
School just started and it's not holiday season yet. I figure traffic will be low. And I thought if we went together it might be easier on you, since you'd be with someone you know.
Well, that's true. I'll have to explore eventually, and I would feel a lot better if you came with me.
Then it's settled.
Alright, let's go.
Whoa, this place is huge!
I've never been to a mall with 2 floors before. Actually, neither have I. Adam and I stare at the mall's spacious interior with awestruck wonder.
Everything is so shiny.
And huge. People push past us, ignoring the gaping mouths and wide-eyed expressions of the 2 island kids. I feel like an idiot, but Adam doesn't seem to mind in the slightest.
This is going to be great.
The 2 of us make our way through the mall, walking slowly from one store to the next. There's something about this mall that seems familiar to me. I don't know why. In the brightly lit store windows, skinny mannequins show off the latest fashions. I stop to inspect one. Its neck is laden down with several necklaces strung up with large beads. How on earth could someone wear that much jewelry? Wouldn't your neck hurt? Adam crosses his arms and ponders the question.
Maybe she works out.
I don't think that's it.
It was worth a guess.
I think I'm onto something here with the fitness. It doesn't seem like you were trying that hard.
So?
No way! Are you Adam Eaton?
A girl rushes up to us, an excited glint in her eye.
Sure am.
I am such a big fan! You know, I was following you on Facebook long before you released Late Sleeper.
Cool. I'm glad you like my stuff.
The girl reaches into her purse and digs around looking for something.
I don't want to be too annoying or anything, but if I could get an autograph, that would totally make my life.
Adam waits patiently for her to find her pen. I can see a few other people looking at us now.
Hey, can I get an autograph too?
Looks like Adam's attracted a lot of attention. Again. I take a few paces back and duck into one of the clothing stores. I'd rather be out of the way when the flood of fans come. Unfortunately, in my eagerness to avoid the crowd, I back straight into someone else. Oh, sorry. Matthew, what are you doing here? You shouldn't be in a mall. Man, your hair is gorgeous. How do you do that? I spin around and come face to face with Matthew, furtively ducking behind a rack of clothing. Are you hiding from ladies again? Oh, hi. Matthew, right? Huh? Matthew stares at me, and for a moment I see panic flash in his eyes. You're that girl from the studio. Sean. Sean, right. He stares at the ground and shuffles his feet back and forth. Sorry again about all that. You know. It's forgiven. He's still not making eye contact with me. In fact, he keeps glancing over my shoulder as if he's expecting to see someone. Is everything alright? Yeah, I'm just, hiding. You seem to be making a habit out of it. His face turns a pale shade of pink. I'm not trying. How should I respond? I'm not gonna drag him out of hiding. That's so mean. Poor guy. He's so anxious. I wouldn't do that to you. Who are you hiding from this time, sweetie? Who are you hiding from this time? More scary girls? His face flushes red. Maybe. Well, my friend over there seems to be getting most of the attention right now. He's visibly relieved. Oh, good. Maybe they won't notice me. Why are you so worried, anyway? He glances over my shoulder again. What are you looking at? I spin around to see what he keeps staring at. No. He grabs my shoulder, but it's too late. Oh gosh. Is it too late to change routes? 'Cause hot damn. Whoa. A floor-to-ceiling poster of Matthew, adorned in little more than delicate gold chains, stares back at me. Oh, come on, he's wearing pants, at least. Flowing script labels him the Golden Prince. Wow, you, that's princely. I nod to emphasize my point. I never thought about these posters before, but there's something a little awkward about standing next to the guy who's in it. Thanks. It's from the summer campaign. I didn't think it would still be up. You don't like it? It doesn't make any sense. How can you advertise clothing if the model isn't even wearing any? I think the point is to advertise being attractive. Oh, but I'm not... Are you kidding? You don't sound very happy about any of this. I thought people liked being models. No, I like it. I mean, I do enjoy the work. It's just... everything else. Like having to see this every time I come to the mall. What started as a pinkish blush is rapidly turning into a deep red. Poor Matthew. And then people recognize me and everyone talks to me. They keep looking at me. Wow, I've never met anyone with this much trouble with people except... well, me. You guys are gonna hit it off so famously. I hate it when I'm the center of attention too. Matt looks at me hopeful. You do? Yeah, I have a lot of trouble in crowds, especially when people are watching. Sometimes if there are too many, I panic. My mom always said it was my biggest flaw. I don't think it's a flaw. It might be a hurdle. It's hard to make friends sometimes, and sometimes you're scared. But it's not a flaw. I still wish I could get rid of it. I'm sure you can handle it. I mean, you're talking with me right now, and I'm a girl. His eyes widen in realization. Oh gosh, I have somewhere to be. See? Talking with a girl isn't so bad. Well, you're different. How so? You're not asking me for anything. Girls aren't always asking for stuff, you know? How many girls have you even met? Matthew silently counts out on his fingers and stops at 2. Really? Well, 2 isn't really a good sample size now, is it? Oh, hello. Maddie, there you are! A girl with silken locks and perfect skin bounds up to us and quickly entwines her arm around Matthew's. Okay, first I thought you were gonna be his sister, but maybe not. I don't know. You guys look so alike. She carries herself with the grace and precision of a trained model, but she's a lot shorter than other models I've seen.
Hey.
She pouts, showing off her perfectly full lips.
Where have you been? I was looking all over for you. And who's this?
She turns to look at me and flashes a winning smile. The smile doesn't extend past her perfectly aligned teeth, and everything about her body language is telling me to back away. Sean, I'm just a stranger, I guess.
Well, my name's Nicole. If you're talking to Maddie, I'm sure you recognize me too.
Nicole. I think Nicole has a root. If I'm not mistaken. Okay. If that's so, she'll be after Lloyd. No? She looks horrified.
But I'm the Golden Princess!
I look back into the store and see a row of posters in the back featuring Matthew and Nicole chained together with delicate strands of gold. Okay. The two of them stare seductively at anyone who walks by, their intense gazes promising luxury and beauty for anyone who can afford it. Seeing them in person is kinda surreal. I don't think I'll ever understand marketing.
When we met on set, it was love at first sight. He was my prince in the photo shoot, and now he's my prince in real life too.
Matthew's clearly uncomfortable, but Nicole nestles her head against his arm with a contented giggle. She gives his arm a tug and drags him towards the exit.
Come on, honey, let's get going.
Bye.
Matthew begins to wave goodbye, but Nicole cuts his farewell short and drags him away. Okay, I'm gonna have some trouble with you two. A girlfriend? Really? That was the last thing I expected from Matthew. Nicole's shorter than I'd expect for a model, but her hair and face are a perfect match for Matthew's. I could have sworn they were brother and sister. Unless she's pretending to be his girlfriend as a protection against girls getting close to him. I don't know. We'll find out. I wonder if she got the job because she matches him.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
I thought I lost you. Where'd you go?
Just in here. I didn't want to be in the way.
Sorry about that. That was the opposite of what I wanted for today. I didn't think anyone would recognize me.
I'm not sure you can afford to think that way anymore.
I know. It's just weird, you know. It hasn't really fully set in yet. Sometimes when I wake up, I wonder why I can't hear the ocean. Then I remember that I'm not home anymore.
Aww. For a moment I see a bit of melancholy behind his normally cheerful exterior. He's been working so hard this past year. He hasn't really had a chance to take a break or come to terms with his new life. Adam shakes his head.
I guess it's just something I'll have to get used to. Let's get back to exploring, yeah?
Sure. Adam and I resume our stroll through the mall, but nothing else catches our attention.
Well, that's enough for today, I guess. Back to campus?
Back to campus. Adam drops me off at my room. Thanks for today.
No problem. I had fun.
Don't forget you have that photo shoot next Tuesday.
What? Oh, right. Yeah, thanks.
Anytime. And I've unlocked another new location. Steel City Mall. Come on in and see all our shops. Ooh, can I shop there? Oh. Alright, we got stuff to look at. Woo!